All right, what we're going to do today is we're actually going to use our data to create a spreadsheet. Now, one of the things I need you guys to do is I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to actually give you the stuff as it is, but I want you to see how it's done. All right, the first thing you need to do, though, and this is something you're going to have to do on your own, every one of you, is you're going to go File, make a copy. All right, and when you make a copy, it's going to be all your data. All right, so now you have all this stuff, and it says copy of pressure and volume responses. And what I'm going to ask you guys to do is rename this, and then put your name on it. Actually, you might want to use your username, JRUSCLNI, copy pressure volume responses. Okay. All right, so you guys are all going to do this. Now, the first thing you need to do is you're going to sort this so that you have just your data. Now, there's a couple little mistakes that have been made here that I think are going to make life a little bit more difficult, so I want to see if we can fix all those things, and I'll show you how to do it. The first thing is we don't really need the timestamp that's just taking up space, so I'm actually going to get rid of that. I'm just going to delete that whole column. You click on the A at the top of the column, and you can delete that entire column. Oh, it will not allow you to delete the column. Isn't that interesting? Okay, fine, so we're just going to hide it. All right, I think that is a thing with numbers online. Okay, we're not using Excel. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do. Now, it's very, very important that you do this when you're. It's very, very important that you do this when you're working on your own documents. You see how people put the labels in? Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. That was great. It was a good idea because you're always supposed to use labels in chemistry. Unfortunately, Excel, OpenOffice, other spreadsheets don't know what to do with the labels, so you can't really use them. So what I would suggest is, see where it says pressure reading, constant temperature, type in atmospheres there at the top. Okay, so that from now on it's just given that it's always in atmospheres. That way, you see right down here where Jake put in the atmosphere as a label. Again, the right thing to do in chemistry, but it messes up the spreadsheet. We're just going to delete that. Boom. There. So we're going to delete all of the labels. There we go. All right. All right. But before we do that, you don't actually have to clean up everybody's data because you're just going to use your own data here. All right. So what I'm going to do is the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click in the column where it says name, and I'm going to go data, sort, column B, A to Z. Boom. Now I've got Allie's got all her stuff together, Alyssa's got all her stuff together, Cam's got his. Everybody's got all this stuff together. All right. Now again, we're going to be able to clean this up later on. Again, and those of you who put in the labels, you're right, you're supposed to use labels in chemistry. Unfortunately, it doesn't work when you're doing this in a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet sees a number and letters and doesn't know how to calculate with the letters. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to clean all of this stuff up. Now, unfortunately, I made a small mistake when I was doing this, is that there we go. Oh, that's a little better. Is that I put, let me just put this over here. There you go. Now you can see the form. So there's the form response is the old data. Now, what I'm going to suggest you do is the first thing you create another tab with this plus sign, and you're going to call this, you're going to rename this sheet, you're going to call it Boyle's Law. Okay. All right, so now you have Boyle's Law. So now what you're going to do is, suppose I happen to be Josh, okay? So suppose I'm Josh Target. So I'm going to just select all my data here. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go over to Boyle's Law, and I'm just going to paste it down here. All right, so that's it. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take your document, you're going to share it with people, you're going to create a new document, you're going to clean it up. So now Josh has a little bit of cleaning up to do. See where it says inches, he wants to get rid of all that jazz. All right, so he's going to clean all that stuff up, or get rid of all those labels. So you're going to do the same thing with yours. There is one other thing that you need to do at this point. You need to share it. So you're going to click on Share. And then you're going to share it with me, Jay Rusconi, at cc.dfrcs.org. Okay? And so that I can edit it. All right, cool. Once you've got that done, then we'll go on and move on to the other thing. But the important thing is you're going to take these forms, you're going to sort them, you're going to take your stuff, you're going to create another tab. There's actually going to be several tabs here. There's going to be, I think, 2 for Boyle's Law, 1 for Charles's Law, and 1 for Gay-Lussac's Law. So why don't we just do that right now? Boyle's Law 2. Print the tab. Charles's Law. Oops. Charles Law. I hate the cap lock key. And Gay-Lussac's Law. G-A-Y-A-G, by the way. Lussac. L-U-S-S-A-C. Okay? So there we go. So we got 4 laws there. All right, so we're good now. All right, so do this, and then you will move on to the next page.